Hello, so I think we are live. Today,
Hey,
yes, hey. So we have Sharon here. Sharon is a final year MEC student. She's pursuing computer science, correct?
yes,
Yes. And Sharon is a 2017 GHCI Scholar.
yes,
Was it fully funded or partially funded?
fully funded for me.
Fully funded. Great. So today we'll have a brief chat. I'll ask few fun questions about your GHCI experience and how you applied and stuff.
Okay,
um, and you can give me very honest, real answers for those questions. Okay.
yes,
All right. So just to begin with, about you, what are you doing currently? What are your interests? Just a bit about you.
okay. So I am Sharon Rachel Manu. I just finished my engineering, not a graduate officially. I'm yet to get my degree. So
Okay.
ഇപ്പോഴും engineering student ആണ് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുകയാണ്. I don't want to leave college. I don't want to leave MEC yet. So yes, I did my engineering in computer science and engineering. 2018 pass out. Now I'll be. My interests are very varied, so much so that I can't exactly pick one. You give me anything, I like to start from scratch and learn. I'm a learner. I like to explore, mix and match. I did random projects in AI, or putting in technology in whatever little things we used to do at college, whether it was Excel, which is our tech fest, or arts, or I don't know anything. It's just about doing random things, spontaneous things. Spontaneity is what has always been my thing. Apart from that, interest go from throw ball, dance, give me anything. I'm up for it. So yeah, that's me. I am a confused soul, but yeah, happily confused.
You definitely sound interesting. I'm not sure if you're confused, but you know. So, how did you know about GHCI?
GHCI. Okay. So before Arya, the one who's conducting this awesome interview, before she came forward and said, we need to get scholars up from MEC and all colleges in Kerala, how I actually heard about GHCI is a super senior of mine, Julian was her name, a scholar who came up saying that I got a lot of goodies from this awesome conference. And I was like, goodies from a conference? I thought conferences meant serious things. And I was like, wow, she's got goodies. And she said, Nee bombe enikum kuda konduvannu taranam and things like that. So I was like, okay, sounds fun, sounds nice. So she was a super senior, but next year, as in my Tottu Melola seniors, they also came back with a lot of goodies. They said they stayed in really hi-fi hotels. So that perked my interest a bit more. And I was like, okay, you know what, I should try. If I can get some goodies, it's pretty cool. And if the companies coming there are Amazon, Google, Microsoft, SAP, biggies, then why not? I get a chance to actually meet them or they get to meet me. Why not? Just give it a shot. And so, yeah, before Arya came and pulled me like, Sharon, you have to do it and get others to do it, I actually had my seniors pushing me to do it.
Okay, so what compelled you to apply? Goodies? Fun?
Yes, goodies is one very important thing, yes. But more so, it was a fact that if I became a scholar, I'd get to meet so many new people. Two kinds of people. One, people who are doing amazingly well. Actually, the thing that caught me was GHCI is Grace Hopper's celebration of women. So that was something. I am someone who at college, I remember for the tech fest or whatever it is, sir പറയും എന്തോ പൊക്കാനുണ്ട് ടേബിൾ താഴെ നിന്ന് മേലോട്ട് പൊക്കാനുണ്ട് ക്ലാസ്സിൽ നിന്ന് രണ്ടു മൂന്ന് ചെക്കന്മാരെ വേണമെന്ന് പറയും. I used to hate that. I still do. I just don't like the fact that the boys are considered strong or whatever. I won't say which field. So I used to always run, go up and say, you know what, sir, I don't want the boys, I want to do it myself. So when I heard there was this conference that was celebrating women, not only women, but for women, I felt there are these amazing people who have already gone through the struggle that we go through on a daily, scale at a larger level where they have done amazingly well in these big companies. I thought I'll have so much to learn from them.
True.
And yes, the second is meet amazing girls from around the country and Kerala, amazing mentors, so many stories that I have not heard, so many stories I have to tell. So yeah, that was another thing, the networking part of meeting other people, not just seniors, but my own batchmates. That was something that I really wanted to do because I'm someone who loves to meet people.
Okay. Great. So, അങ്ങനെ you decided to apply and stuff. But
Yes.
തീരുമാനമൊക്കെയായി.
Huh.
And then what was the application process like? Like, process-wise, did you have an application? Did you have an interview?
Huh.
Anything else outside of that? So basically,
Okay.
what was the process like?
So last year, GHCI had a simple process, I mean, procedure of application, which was you had to give in your resume. Along with that, you had to answer this one question. Uh, why do you want to apply for GHCI? The statement of purpose. Why are you keen or interested in this particular scholarship? So you had to prepare a 250-word answer, 250 or 500, I'm not sure, I don't remember. But a short one. It's not something where you go on about yourself. A
Yeah.
short, brief answer on why GHCI. And you needed two recommendations, two letter of recommendations coming in. So it was a short thing, but yes, a lot of effort was required to make it proper. And yes, so that was the procedure.
Okay, so like you decided to apply, right? Like apply ചെയ്യാൻ തീരുമാനിച്ച ശേഷം application deadline വരെ കുറെ സമയം ഉണ്ടായിട്ടുണ്ടാവും അല്ലേ?
Yes, yes.
And like how did you sort of get started with the process? Because തുടങ്ങുന്നതാണ്, ഒരുപാട് പേര് പറയുന്നത് ഭയങ്കര കഷ്ടം എന്ന്. Just getting started. പിന്നെ how did you go through the process? പിന്നെ റിവ്യൂ ഒക്കെ കണ്ടക്ട് ചെയ്ത് എങ്ങനെ അതിനെ ക്ലോസ് ചെയ്തു? So what was, did you have an approach അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഭയങ്കര easy going ആയിട്ടാണ് എടുത്തത്? എപ്പോഴാണ് ഇത് ചെയ്യാൻ തുടങ്ങിയത്? You give us a bit more details about that.
Okay. So I had heard about CHCI around a month or two before it all started. But I was stuck with a lot of things. Excel, for all MECNs out there. I just didn't get the time to start applying. It was something I really wanted to do because I'd heard so much of it. But finally, I think 10 days before the thing, Arya വന്നിട്ട് പറഞ്ഞു GHCI എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞ് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് പ്ലേസ്മെന്റ്സ് എല്ലാം ഒരു മെയിൽ അയച്ചായിരുന്നു. GHCI apply ചെയ്യാൻ. I was like, oh, 10 ദിവസമേ ഉള്ളൂ, let's do it. എനിക്ക് പിന്നെ ലാസ്റ്റ് മിനിറ്റ് ആവുമ്പോഴേ ഒരു ചൂട് കയറത്തുള്ളൂ. സോ ഫോർ ഓൾ ഗേൾസ് ഹു തിങ്ക് യു നീഡ് ദിസ് വൺ ലോങ് മന്ത് ടു അപ്ലൈ ആൻഡ് ഓൺലി ദെൻ വിൽ യു ക്ലിയർ ഇറ്റ്, നോ. Does not mean you start on the day before. It means it's never late. Really.
Yeah.
If I could do it, I bet you can. So first thing, in advance, it's never late. So yeah, I started maybe a week or so before the deadline. That is the first thing. I wouldn't say easygoing. Thing was, and തലയിൽ കുറെ points ഉണ്ട്, and I knew I wanted to go for GHCI for sure. I just didn't know what were the points I had to put in. So I remember Arya came in and she said, little is too much. Sorry, what was the thing? You meant that just take a couple of points, explain that. The biggest and the best of points. Don't say 100 reasons why you want to go for GHCI. Give 3 good reasons and you're good to go. Remember to keep it short, give it a bit of heart. Don't just fake it. Make sure you mean what you say, and I'm sure they'll hear it. So yeah, I wrote down a lot of things why I wanted to go for GHCI, whether it was networking, was it inspiration, was it the goodies? And well, when I thought about it, that statement of purpose was the key to the entire application, to me getting selected. So a statement of purpose I understood was a 2-part thing. 2 parts. Karanam, one is, why do you want to apply for GHCI? And the second thing is, why should the scholarship be given to you? You have to explain both sides of it. It's not just your interest. Adu kittiyal nammal endu cheyum? How is it that it's going to help you? How is it that you're going to put it into use? So I was able to shortlist a couple of points. For example, the key point would be, I'm a very confused person because I want to do a lot of things. I just don't know where to start. So that was one point I pitched where I said that I have a lot of things that I want to do, but I need to channelize them. I need to streamline them. And GHCI would be a great platform for me to do that. കാരണം ഒത്തിരി ആൾക്കാരെ മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം, ഒത്തിരി ഐഡിയാസ് കാണും, ഒത്തിരി I don't know, എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ വോയിസ്, I can voice my opinions. I'll get to ask my questions. So that was something I put forward. I'm sure everyone will have different points. Oh yes, this is something I'd like to just clarify a small thing if I have the time. Where a lot of people tell me that I am not technical enough to apply for GHCI. It's a major thing. I had this query in my head that I'm not too much into any particular technology. Maybe I shouldn't even try. I'm never going to get selected. Why waste my time? But trust me, if I can do it, so can you. I just put forward the fact that I wanted to learn, that this scholarship would give me the platform to decide as to what I want to learn and from where. Hearing people talk about things, it gets to your head. You really feel inspired. So, for all the girls out there who think you're not good enough, you're wrong. Apply because it is important that you hear it. Then you'll know what you want to do. So, yeah, that's another thing. When you write your application, if you don't think you're good enough, say that this GHCI scholarship maybe will be the one that will help you be better than what you really think you are. So, yeah, that's another thing. So basically, coming back to the answer, I finally shortlisted the points, the 3-4 points that I wanted to pitch, and the resume that I made, I tried making it supportive of my answer. If I said I was a leader in my community or in college or whatever, I made sure my resume, so did my recommendations. First, I did my SOP. That is what I did first. And then I planned my resume. And then I spoke to my recommenders to, say, these are the points I've pitched. If you think I'm right, you think I'm true on what I've said, please recommend me. So yeah, that was how I followed it. And trust me, because I wanted to get the scholarship, I could do it in 1 week. So time's fine. You're good to go. Just start. I know it's a starting level, but trust me, if you want it, 1 week is more than enough. But 1 month is great.
Rightly said. I mean, something I'd like to pitch in. Technical enough I think there have been people from civil engineering also who have gotten into GHCI. So it's not necessary that you are a computer science student or that you're pursuing a related field. But I think it's more of your intent and interest that matters.
Absolutely.
Right? I think so. Sharon actually resume ഇതിനു വേണ്ടി ഉണ്ടാക്കിയതാണോ അതോ ഇതൊരു മുന്നേ resume ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നോ അത് കസ്റ്റമൈസ് ചെയ്തതാണോ?
മുന്നേ തന്നെ resume ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. But that was a short 1-page thingy where you're just given what you have done. Because GHCI, I made sure that I expand a little more. Why each of these things is important. For example, Excel, which is a college tech fest, I was the second girl to actually be in the top 3, the XCOM as we call it. So that was something that I pitched. I explained that. I just didn't say joint secretary. I just made sure I push it. Prove that what I've written in the statement of purpose is true. So I had my resume prepared. I did customize it as you mentioned.
Okay. And did you use just normal Word documents to create your resume or where are there software ഉപയോഗിച്ചോ?
We have a college template that we use. I'm sure all MVCs will eventually have access to it or ask your placement cell or training cell members from your class. You'll get the basic template that we use. It's a good template. You can always customize it. You can add more points, but different things are good. So you can follow that, or you can always go for the LinkedIn version where you get to add your points. So in case I didn't have my college one, I'd go for the LinkedIn version.
Okay. Who were your recommenders and why did you pick them? So I think you did go through this bit a bit, but can you help us understand? Yeah.
My recommenders, I initially thought I should make them out of the box. It's important that they are high profile people and things. But eventually I realized it is not about them, it is about me. How it is important that your recommenders know you. That is what is important. It is not about them being great people. So I went for the most obvious people. One was my internship, the CEO of the company where I interned at the end of my second year. A young chap who had seen me work. He had seen that I was happy working along with people. So he pushed forward my leadership skills, how I communicate with people, how I was always keen on taking initiatives. That's what he pitched in. He himself told me that is a part that he's going to push. I discussed with him as to, sir, this is what the scholarship is. And these are the points I'm pitching. I told him my statement of purpose looks like this. Whatever points that you want to support me on, go ahead. So I made sure I tell him, I communicate with him, not just say, sir, give me a recommendation, because he wouldn't know maybe. I told him that this is the purpose, this is what it looks like. The second was my HOD, my college computer science department HOD. He knew of all my activities at college. I went and explained it to him further, and of my presence in class, whether I was a good student. I thankfully was.
Okay.
Appam Pulikaran was positive. He was happy that I was applying for something. But Pulikaran ഭയങ്കര പോസിറ്റീവ് റെസ്പോൺസ് ആയിരുന്നു. കോളേജിൽ എല്ലാത്തിലും പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാറുണ്ടെന്നൊക്കെ പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ തന്നെ പറഞ്ഞു ഞാൻ റെക്കമെൻഡ് ചെയ്തോളാം. So I made sure I communicate with my recommenders. So yeah, that's another point. And so yeah, the most obvious people, don't go for major people, go for people who know you well.
Okay, and how did you reach them? Like HOD ആവുമ്പോൾ പോയി കണ്ട് സംസാരിക്കാം. ഇപ്പോ മറ്റേ പുള്ളിക്കാരൻ ഇന്റേൺഷിപ്പ് ചെയ്ത അവിടുത്തെ CEO എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞത്, did you write an email to him? Did you get on a call? എങ്ങനെയാണ് കമ്മ്യൂണിക്കേറ്റ് ചെയ്ത റെക്കമെൻഡർ ആയിട്ട്?
I first called him up. I did call him up because I maintained that level of freedom with him. But after that, I started communicating via mail where I sent him the links of what GHCI is, what GHCI wants to hear about the person who's applying. You just can't say, she's good, she's great, and things. You know, you need to make sure that it is neatly composed and, you know, what is it?
Specific points are highlighted.
Scholarship. It is not just random pokkalfying alla vendadu. It is true facts. So first call and then email with details about GHCI and a copy of my statement of purpose and my resume. Yes. So then he made up what he wanted to say.
Okay, great. പിന്നെ ഇതിന് ശേഷം ഷാരൻ കരിയർ ഫെയറിനും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്തില്ലേ?
Career fair no apply ചെയ്തു. Yes.
Appo did you make any changes to your resume? How did you approach the career fair and all of that?
My career fair resume was slightly different. It was a shorter version of my resume. Just the fact that I didn't stress too much on my leadership skills or thing. The few technical things that I had done, I made sure I explained them properly. Point by point, I put forward the fact that I was a leader here and there, or I worked on this. I made sure that I show that I had done things, which I had, instead of focusing and making it too much. Because the thing about career fair or companies is, as I realized, they don't have time. They go through thousands of resumes. First go, if they like it, they go for it. I know it's sharp, but that's something my father told me. If you're going on about an essay, they don't have the time. Tonum, verde, you know, gas adikiyanda. So don't go for it. Keep it short. Career fair, keep it short. But remember, you will know. Each of us will know what you want to prioritize. So prioritize, keep it short. That is what I did for the career fair.
Okay. I think this question is very obvious. Did you get selected the first time you applied? Yes.
I did.
You did. Okay, now coming to, like, you know, finally you got selected and all of that, and then you attended GHCI. So what was your experience at GHCI like? Or let's probably begin from like before you know, GHCI itself. അവിടേക്ക് പോണേന്റെ പ്ലാനിങ്, കേരള സ്കോളേഴ്സ് മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്ന പ്രോസസ്.
Yes. So the
all of that
is, thanks to Arya, I have to keep mentioning Arya here. After the scholarship results came out, we were 42 girls from Kerala, which is a huge thing. Woohoo! So yes, we were 42 of us from Kerala, and we had this group on WhatsApp called Mallu Girls Collective. Very, very active group. Okay, it was a great place to connect. And I remember how we started off was, how are we going to convince our parents to send us alone to Bangalore for 3 days? Because paisa kalanja parents ellarum onnum varan variyilla, and when you're going to Bangalore, come on, you don't want your parents to stay with you.
Absolutely.
So I remember this big long discussion for so many days. And all of us, it's not just one or two people, എല്ലാവരും ഓരോ സംശയം ചോദിക്കും. ഞാൻ അമ്മയോട് എങ്ങനെ പറയും, അമ്മ വരണ്ടെന്ന് എങ്ങനെ പറയും, അപ്പൊ എക്സാമിന് മാർക്ക് മേടിക്കുന്നതല്ലേ, പഠിക്കണല്ലേ, അമ്മയോട് പതുക്കെ അമ്മ ഞാൻ ഇത്രയൊക്കെ ചെയ്തില്ല, കുക്ക് ചെയ്തിട്ട് സമ്മതിപ്പിക്കുക, അപ്പയുടെ കാറ് വാഷ് ചെയ്യുക. We started off that way. That was how we all got along together as a team. And so yeah, that's where it started. We had a huge round of memes being passed. We had a meme competition, Arya. I don't know if you remember. It was hilarious. And it was so much of fun. But it started off, I know the point was serious. But actually going to, how are you going to reach Bangalore and collect the thing? But yeah, we all eventually found our ways. I think we got friends to talk to parents or say that, I have this other person from college. Basically you start building your network there itself. You say that Kochi nee rendu moonu verum kuda undu. ഞങ്ങൾ train എടുക്കും, bus എടുക്കും. We started a Google Sheet. A lot of us learned Google Sheets, Drive. We had to upload photos to make a poster, of all the GHCA scholars. It was not me. I don't remember who it was who made the
Priyanka.
poster. It was Priyanka, exactly. It was Priyanka who had done it. And I'm sure she said, I'm not really good with it, but I'll try, So all of us had to collect numbers. We all learned to, network, collect details, Facebook groups, so many things. So yeah, it started off that way. Then eventually, 1 month later, we had a plan to catch up at Tinkaha also, I guess. A couple of us we did. We got to meet Sijo, who told us about how this network is not just about GHCI, but how reaching out to a larger crowd with a lot of opportunities. So we understood that we were not just scholars about for a career fair goodies, but we were eventually supposed to do a lot more. Maybe me reaching out to other MECNs. So yeah, അങ്ങനെ we met. അത് കഴിഞ്ഞിട്ടായിരുന്നു ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു ട്രെയിൻ ജേർണി. അതിനു മുമ്പ് Arya, because she's super active and things, she made a couple of us print our own. She told us that you're going for a career fair, you have to be prepared. You can't just walk in, look neat and tip top, wear just formal dresses, look beautiful. No. You need to make an impact. You need a good resume. You need to have your, what is that? Cards. Business cards prepared. And all of us like, what? And we all started being creative, designing our own things, and it was something that was the first time. Cool. So then we all started sharing, and it was crazy. And then we finally went on this train journey. I remember trainally girls like and I was the only one from my college in the train. ബാക്കി എല്ലാവരും separate ആയിരുന്നു വരുന്നത്. പക്ഷെ trust me, you walk in, it is like family. It is genuinely like family. It's like a couple of sisters, not couple, a large number of sisters just going together. You just have so much to talk about, so, excited. It is great. It is a great feeling. And then, yeah, finally, it's a long story. I want to go on about it, but yeah, sorry. Arya, what was the question?
What was your experience of attending GHCI like?
Yes, so this is only the starting. I'll make it quicker. We reached GHCI. We reached Bangalore the next day. Us complete scholars, full scholars, we got to stay at Marriott. Partial scholars had to find a separate way of stay. The Marriott was a great place, I have to tell you. And you get a roommate assigned and you get amazing food. Awesome. So that the first day we reached, we were just calming down, chilling, jumping on our beds or whatever. But the next day, coming to GHCI, we were all formally dressed, taken in a bus. We thought GHCI is huge. We reached there and we realized GHCI is huge. It's ഭയങ്കര വലുതാ സാധനം. It is, you realize that I thought, thousands of women coming in is a big thing. But when you actually see them, you feel a sense of, what, you're part of this big, strong movement which says that, women are strong. I don't know if I'm sounding dramatic, but when you see it, you genuinely see, you go into a conference, you come out, you see a lot of women. You walk into the next one, you see so many women, all of them talking, so excited, still passionate about technology or whichever field they are in. And the thing is, you don't have to exactly boringly sit in some conference. You have so much else to do. All this career fair is part of the conference. So you participate in different competitions that are held at each store, each stall. You win a lot of goodies. But thing is, when you go to each of these places, you meet the people at the stall. They'll tell you how much, why the company is pitching GHCI, why they think it matters. So you realize that, okay, you find a purpose within yourself. You realize that you need to be confident. That is something that actually happened. And I remember goodies in Odin Nadakumba. I had 3 more people from my college coming in from my year. പക്ഷെ ഞാൻ മൊത്തം ഓടി നടന്നത് ബാക്കി കോളേജസിൽ നിന്നുള്ള കുറെ പിള്ളേരാ. ഓക്കെ, ഇറ്റ് വാസ് ക്രേസി. കാണുന്ന ആൾക്കാർ വെച്ച് നീ സ്റ്റാളിൽ പോയി, നീ എവിടെ പോയി, ഇവിടെ പോയോ, ആ ടോക്ക് അറ്റൻഡ് ചെയ്തോ. It was crazy. You realize, you get that pulse of the thing that is happening. It is amazing. You get to talk to a lot of people. There are networking sessions
Yep.
Exclusive networking sessions that are there, make sure you go for them if you're going to be a part of GHCI, because you get to ask questions, you get to hear people, so many of your doubts. The doubts will be really silly. You don't know what to do after your engineering. Maybe you're not confident, or there could be so many things, monetary issues, planning to study. It could be anything, and you'll have someone to answer you. You don't have to be worried, you don't have to be scared. So yeah, that was what was GHCI for me. I knew I could reach out to people. Experience at GHCI, confidence to reach out to people. I thought I was, but that really boosted me up. So 2 days of that, lots of goodies, meeting people, coming back, enjoying at hotel, exploring Bangalore, and yes, I can't tell you the number of friends that you make. It's the best part of GHCI. So yeah, that was my experience at GHCI.
Are you still in touch with them?
Yes, yes, I am. I still am in touch with them. Couple of them who still ask me what's up. I have to mention this. I remember on my birthday, some of the GHCI scholars were the first people to wish me. I'm not a 12 o'clock wish karo person, but I remember a couple of them wish me. I met one of the girls from CUSAT just last week. She was leaving for, I think, Bahrain or someplace, and she made sure to tell me, I'm leaving, let's meet up. I've made great friends, and they're all a big support system. It's awesome.
This is very heartening to hear. ഒരുപാട് സന്തോഷമുണ്ട് നിങ്ങൾ ഇതൊക്കെ പറയണ കേൾക്കുമ്പോൾ. Just the
Yeah.
fact that, I think we've all formed a great sisterhood out of the entire experience and the program.
Of course, to mention again, Arya, I keep randomly calling her up, asking her how she is. I got to meet her as well. So, Adioliana, the network that you create at GHI, it's something that's going to stay.
Yes, absolutely. So, did you have any first-time experiences? Like, ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ചെയ്ത എന്തെങ്കിലും?
The first thing would be, like I earlier mentioned, is the business card thing. First time. I didn't think I'd have to do that until I joined a company. And I thought the company will do it for me. I thought I had to just sit, get the job, lazily sit. But it is a fun process. So the business card thing was one. Of course, traveling alone to another city. It's not something I thought I'd do even immediately. പക്ഷേ GHCI കാരണം അത് നടന്നു. Traveling alone and staying alone in that hotel. Actually, the feeling of walking into this large group, ആരെ അറിയില്ല. കോളേജ് I remember നമ്മുടെ അതേ ഏജ് ഗ്രൂപ്പിലുള്ള ആൾക്കാരെ നമ്മൾ കാണുന്നത്. പക്ഷേ GHCI, when you walk into that hall, like I mentioned, it's huge. അവിടെ കയറി ചെല്ലുമ്പോൾ you have this feeling you're really small. And then that feeling of, അതെനിക്ക് ആദ്യമായിട്ടായിരുന്നു. I thought it was much more harder, and actually eventually it got really easy. So that feeling of walking in and breaking the ice, that was something that stayed with me.
And blazer shopping അല്ലെങ്കിൽ professional clothes shopping അത് ആദ്യമായിട്ടായിരുന്നു?
Good point. Very good point. That was a huge struggle. കോളേജിൽ എന്നെ കാണുന്ന ജൂനിയേഴ്സിനൊക്കെ അറിയാം, ഞാൻ കോലം കെട്ടിയാണ് അവിടെ നടക്കുന്നത്. One comedy, and I just randomly find a jeans, some shirt, walk in. Preferably the XL t-shirt that I'm wearing even now. That's what I often end up doing. So this meant that I had to be neat. I had to be formal because I realized that is something very important. I learned that it is important to be presentable. You should respect the people you're meeting. It's not be comfortable, of course. Don't have to overly do it. Paksha, it is important to look neat. So yes, I got myself a fresh new pair of formal pants, a shirt, looking neat. But the important thing was nalla pointed black shoes. That is a signature where you have to go on a small set of heels. Adu nadannu. GHCI varna adu nadannu.
കൊള്ളാം, അടിപൊളി. So നമ്മൾ ഒരുപാട് കാര്യങ്ങൾ ഡിസ്കസ് ചെയ്തു, and it might just be overwhelming for like your juniors listening to you. So do you want to like pick maybe like top 5 reasons why your juniors from MEC should apply for GHCI?
5 reasons why you should apply for GHCI. I'll have a lot to say. Maybe I won't have anything to say because it's all a big but anyway, I know this is important. So the first and foremost thing is the goodies.
Okay.
Forgive me for saying this, GHCI people and Anita Borg. The goodies.
The goodies എന്തൊക്കെയാ കിട്ടിയ? What is so special that you're like going on about goodies?
Goodies കിട്ടിയത് എനിക്ക് കിട്ടിയില്ല, പക്ഷെ there were these amazing speakers that you get if you go to one of the stalls and you play a game of this if you're able to solve it. It's not majorly coding or anything, it's simple games. But the point is, it's something to take back. It could be a bag. I have a bag from Google. I have a notepad from Amazon. I have a bottle from Adobe, a shirt from Adobe. I know they're not like the biggest of things, but it's something that you feel proud of yourself. I have a certificate that says I am a GHCI scholar, but when I wear that Adobe shirt, it's something I know, like, what you've done it. So the goodies, yes, I could give a lot of them to a lot of my friends. I'm not going to say who. I could give my sister a small bag. I remember she was really happy. She said, "Enne marunnu poyittundavuallo," so I gave her a bag. So yeah, the goodies are really cool. It's something you keep. They are all useful things, not just random things. So yeah, the goodies. Second thing, okay, now being more serious. Second thing is, for me, it was a platform to voice my ideas and to hear a lot of things. You need to get inspiration from the right place. That is something I felt from GHA. I randomly attended few of the talks, met a few of the women who are at stalls of different big companies. And when they told me that at the end of, say, 20 years, they're still passionate about technology. Technology aside, that about what they want to do. You will think eventually you will die down or something. But when you see these people coming, smiling up, I felt like, okay, I'll go back to college and do a better job. So inspiration and clarity in your head. That is the second thing I'd say GHCI gives. Third thing is, of course, the job opportunities, the career fair. If you're a GHCI scholar, I know it's cliche, but ultimately, I think all of us want a career. So GHCI gives you a chance, a shot at a lot of companies, having a job at a lot of companies. I had this chance to interview for Microsoft. Another batchmate of mine, she actually got placed at Microsoft. Actually, two of us, a lot of us got the opportunity to interview VMware, HSBC, a lot of companies. You just have to drop in your resume and you have a shot actually at getting placed or even getting an internship at these companies. So yeah, that'd be third. Fourth, and the most important thing for me personally is the network of amazing people that you can make, especially your own people in your ear. It is an altogether different feeling meeting girls from around the state and the country. There is so much that you have to hear from them, the things that they do, the stories that they have to say. And I realized even after GHCI, they're there for you. Ask them a question, they come up. They're always there to say, yeah, me too. Or they are there to ask you questions. Or in case you have a query or you're breaking down, they're always there for you. It's not just a 3-day thing. So the network, whether it is, I remember to run around during GHCI, എവിടെയാണ് ബെസ്റ്റ് ഫുഡ് കിട്ടുന്നത്, നൂഡിൽസ് എവിടെയാണ്, or soup, ഐസ്ക്രീം, ബെസ്റ്റ് ഐസ്ക്രീം എവിടെയാണുള്ളത്, അങ്ങോട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾ വിളിച്ചു പറയായിരുന്നു, വേഗം പാടി നമുക്ക് ഐസ്ക്രീം കഴിക്കേണ്ടതെന്നൊക്കെ പറഞ്ഞ്. All people who have never met before, not my batchmate. So yes, the network. I've ranked it fourth, but for me, the most important thing, the network of girls from your age group that you build stays. Highlight. Fifth, and again, the most important thing, lots and lots of fun. You have so much of fun. I mean, walking around in the hotel or in the city, I'm sure you'll find your things. I remember Ratri, end of the meetup, Golgappas. We bought Golgappas to eat.
Okay.
And so many things like that, saving fun for the one person who was coming in late or something. So yes, that was fun. Fun is the fifth thing. And sixth thing, the last thing, I'm sorry, Arya, I know I'm taking too much of the time. But I had to mention is, eventually when you finish GHCI, remember whatever you've learned, make sure you pass it on to others. Not just about GHCI, whatever you get back from there, inspiration, lessons, what you should not do, make sure you pass it on or discuss it with other people. Yeah, that's the sixth thing. And one last thing I had to mention.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That is that whether you get through GHCI, I mean, get the scholarship or not, applying for GHCI is a huge learning process. Personally, it is introspection. you have so many questions that you need to ask yourself. Personally, for me, because I'm a confused person, why do you want a career in technology, or why you don't want it? Either way, so many questions. So whether you get through or not, it is a self search. So yeah, go for it.
Absolutely. I can't stress enough on the last bit that you mentioned. So apply ചെയ്യുന്നതെല്ലാം എല്ലാവരും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ എനിക്ക് കിട്ടുമോ എന്ന് ആലോചിച്ചിട്ടായിരിക്കും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യണ തന്നെ. പക്ഷെ ഓഫൻ ടൈംസ് അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യാതെ നമുക്ക് ഒരിക്കലും അറിയില്ല ഇഫ് വി ആർ ആക്ച്വലി വർത്ത് ഇറ്റ് ഓർ നോട്ട്, ഓർ ഇഫ് വി ഡിസേർവ് ഇറ്റ് ഓർ നോട്ട്, ഗുഡ് ഇനഫ്. അപ്പോൾ എന്തായാലും അപ്ലൈ ചെയ്യുക. ആൻഡ് I personally, from my experience also, it's been phenomenal. It's been a fantastic experience, and I like thumbs up for all that you have said. Like I've gone through all this and more. So
Yes,
absolutely apply എല്ലാവരും. And Sharon, it's
and
been
of course,
yeah.
one last thing. That is, I'm sure Arya, me, and a lot of others who are there, you'll have friends. If you need any help or any query that you have, reach out. Totally reach out. Yeah, I'm closing, zipping.
Okay, so Sharon, it's been a great pleasure talking to you as always. Fun.
Thank you, Arya.
It was real fun for me. കുറെ നാളായിട്ടാണ് നമ്മളും സംസാരിക്കുന്നത്. So
I know.
finally catching up also happened. So
yes,
it's been fun. I think, do you want to like spell out your email ID if people like to write to you?
Sure. It is Sharon Rachel Manu.mec@gmail.com. Spelling is SHARON, Sharon, RACHEL, Rachel, MANU, Manu. No spaces, nothing. So Sharon Rachel Manu dot MEC, Model Engineering College, MEC@gmail.com. All the best.
All right, I'll also drop in her email in the description. And if you would like to reach out to us, volunteers@rethinkfoundation.in is email. We'll definitely answer your queries or concerns or provide guidance and support as well. Apol, bye-bye. Thank you so much, Sharon.
All the best, Arya. Take care. And everyone, all the best again. Bye.
Thank you. All the very best. Bye-bye.